Hi everyone, this is Dr. Manisha Chadda from Koshish Child Development Center, Pune. So today we are going to talk about women, the special moms, the normal moms as such as they are told, that how the pregnancy as well as the birth of the child affect their lives as well as the children's lives. So first of all, we will start with the fear paralysis reflex, which starts in the 5 to 6 weeks of gestation period, and it integrates by itself during the pregnancy. But what if the fear paralysis reflex is not integrated? If it is retained, it can cause features like shyness in children, it can cause features of autism spectrum disorder, less eye contact, behavior issues where the hands become more active of the children and they are not able to take decisions appropriately. Secondly, we talk about during pregnancy, we do have to take care of any kind of trauma or stress reaching the woman. Reason being, that is the first cause of the FPR not getting integrated. There is another reflex known as Moro reflex that also starts from the uterus only. There are many other features in the modern life. People are following, they are not leaving the alcohol or smoking, or the diet is not adequate because there is nobody to take care of. Everybody is staying in a nuclear family. They do not have grandparents to take care of, wherein they have any kind of diet which is maybe not suitable for the women, and that is also affecting the coming child. Now second, we come to the type of delivery. Sometimes the C-section delivery or IVF kids or the forceps kind of delivery also causes the trauma and stress in the child. Pratibha, recently we came around many cases, especially after the lockdown. There was a family from UK who flew down to India and they were in search for therapies. They came to our center and we started evaluating the child. The child was 5.5, and the facts about the child were like this, that the child was not potty trained at all. The child was eating Cerelac since last 5 years. Now the point is that the child didn't had any kind of expression, the child didn't had any speech, was not able to articulate himself, his needs. And when we asked the parents that, why actually did you go for Cerelac and why are you not giving him food? So they told us that they tried a lot, but due to the oral sensory present in the child was not intaking anything. So here for me, from my side, one tip for the ladies is this is the kind of habit you put to the child since the age of 6 months, wherein the semi-solid start, and in the age of 1 year when the solids start. And if we go on agreeing with the child and not exposing the child to different kind of foods, it can happen that the child will itself become a sensory defensive child, wherein they will start defending all the things in which they have to chew. Now, there is one more example, an autistic child coming to us with the parents, a 3.5 year approximately his age was. Both parents were working, and in this case the parent had one question. After the diagnosis, the parent asked me, we are feeding the child since last 2 years only Maggie. Only Maggie. The child is only on Maggie and the child doesn't eat anything, and now the child has become so stubborn that if you put any food in front of the child throws it. So I'm not telling that always parents are wrong or the child is having issues. I agree the child must be having issues. Child is not able to swallow sometimes, but in this case Maggie, I mean, yes, of course the child is chewing enough to have Maggie. The same child can chew Maggie, can also have upma. Both are sticky structures. But exposure is the key, patience is the key. We need to have a little bit patience with the child. Earlier what used to happen is that the grandmas used to be at home and they used to tell that, okay, give me the child, I will feed him. And they used to have that kind of patience that, they are telling some stories and making the child eat something. But in this rat running race, what is happening is everybody is running. Nobody is sitting still to give time to the child and try different kind of textures with the child. And after an age, it becomes difficult. With my personal experience, I can say that I have seen kids from Satara, Nanded, Ahmednagar, or coming in from lower economic background, from villages, and I will tell you, this kind of issues are little bit lesser there. Reason? There is one big family, there is less food. Whatever is available, the children and the adults eat it. There is no one going in the kitchen and using the mixer grinder and mashing the food and bringing it to the child. There is no packaged food like Cerelac present. So there the sensory issues are little bit lesser. Mud is available for them to play. They are having exposure to nature. They are having exposure to the natural food, and therefore the sensory issues are less as compared to the urban areas where the things are available at the tip of a finger. You order Zepto for the child is not eating. Arey biscuit manga do, khila do. I mean, what is biscuit? Biscuit is not having any kind of nutrition. And recently this sauce roti is eating my head. Any patient comes, what is the diet of the child? Sauce paratha, sauce roti. I even had a lady who was feeding a full box of barfi to the child. This was the diet of a 2-year-old child. Ladies, I do understand you all are busy, you are working, and it's not something that you are sitting idle. But yes, you can at least follow a site named as Baby Center and see what you can feed your child. If you do not have any older at home, try to follow the internet, but give them nutritious food. If you are not able to make it, hire a cook and get it made, but please give them home healthy food. Yes, you found out that your child is having autism, ADHD, or any other kind of disability or disorder. And now you are under depression that, where my life will go, what should I do with my life, what will this kid do, and what will happen to him when he grows up. I mean, so many things going on in your mind. And I agree that, whenever you are going down and you're just thinking, nobody should come to know that my child is having any kind of issue. First thing, you know that the child is having an issue, and one day, yes, anybody else can also know about it. But if you keep hiding the thing, how will you work on the child? And if you want the child to be independent in future and go to an inclusive school, then please stop thinking about the society, start working with the child, and therefore you find happiness in yourself, where the pre-learning skills will be complete and you will be able to have a cup of tea without any hindrance or disturbance. But if you keep on thinking and go into depression, those same vibes will be catched by the child that I am unwanted, I am not looked after. So we do not have to do this. And I know, ladies, you are very strong enough to pull this over, and nobody else, because you have given birth to the child. So don't feel ashamed of it. You can work on him and you can make the child independent. A diagnosis doesn't spoil the life, but if you keep on moving on the years without doing anything and just lying down in depression, will definitely affect the life of the child. क्या हुआ, 5 बज गए, चलो फुटबॉल क्लास चलो. अच्छा 6 बज गए, अरे आज तो सिंगिंग क्लास रह गई, अरे नहीं 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 आज तो बैडमिंटन थी. अब यही झगड़ा हो रहा है माँ बाप में. They are fighting for which class was there today. They have noted down in the calendars. Why they are doing that? Sometime, yes, people want their kids to develop sooner and they want them to have indulgence in sports, and they give exposure through various classes. Then there are set of parents who have a certain kind of diagnosis with their children, ADHD, autism, and they think by putting in a sports class, actually the features of autism will lessen down or the ADHD will improve. Sorry to say, it won't. Reason being that all these things have to be tackled by therapy, a goal-oriented therapy, which will actually take your child towards development of milestones. And pre-learning is not there. Now here again in the classes, they are trying to do a group learning, that is also not individual. Pre-learning is not there and you are trying to do the group learning with the child. How can you expect a child's grip to develop automatically by using only a football class? Sorry, for that you will need proper occupational therapy. Then come the set of parents who are actually putting the child to get all kind of exposures all at once. Sorry to say, I'm a 90s kids, but I never learned badminton from any class. My father played with me, my brother played with me, This is how we were born and brought up. And during this playtime, the kind of bonding we had with our parents it makes us inseparable from them. Why can't we play with our children? We find nowadays partners to roam around and play, that I need a partner to play badminton. Come on, play with your kid now. First make the family a partner. Right? Why do we have to put classes for everything? There are certain things which we can do ourselves until unless it's a professional need. Screen time, especially the phone hours. I really don't know why between 0 to 6 we are giving phone to the child. First thing, attention span is reducing. They are not monitored at all and they are watching reels like the mom or the dad, and which is reducing the attention span of the child. Secondly, again, the speech delay is increasing. Reason, they now want to watch what is happening on screen and they don't want to speak. Third thing, the eye contact is going. They are not able to look above. Reason, the head is here in the phone. Fourth thing, nowadays lot of channels which are present on the TV, whether it be Netflix or any other kind of, I really don't know how much the parents are monitoring that what their child is watching on that. So please remove the YouTube from the TV at least. I mean, why do we need a smart TV all the time? We can use it whenever required, but then every time the need for internet on the TV, Netflix and Amazon Prime will be available, the child can watch anything. So let us reduce everybody's screen time and get the child to into any kind of constructive activity like playing carom or just enjoying life with siblings. Stop the phone when it is not required.